If you were to ask a youth baseball team what their favorite position on the field is, I can almost guarantee you that every player would say pitching. Being a pitcher is one of the most popular positions on the field for many reasons. But even though that it's fun to be the focal point of the game and to rack up strikeouts, pitching is not all about throwing the ball. In today's Bullpen Bulletin, we're talking about PFPs, pitcher's fielding practice. I'm going to teach you exactly how to cover first base properly on a right side ground ball so you can be the most complete pitcher that you can be. Hey team, I'm Coach Hart, this is Building Better Baseball, and this is the best place for baseball education. If we've never met, then welcome to the team. If we've already met, then welcome back. I can't wait to teach you how to field your position as a pitcher, but make sure you stick around to the end because I always have a free PDF downloadable guide for you that you can take with you when this video is done. But for now, let's get into PFPs. Number 2, we're gonna learn how to do the banana route in order to cover first base properly on a right side ground ball. So as a pitcher, one of the most important things that you can never forget to do is cover first base on a right side ground ball. Even if you know for a fact 100% that the second baseman is going to get it or that the first baseman is going to get it and just step on first, you always instinct move to first base in some sort of way because you never know what's going to happen. The first baseman might trip. The second baseman might trip. They might make a bad throw where they're going to need somebody to cover. You always want to move in some sort of way towards first base on every single right side ground ball towards the first base side. Always. Make it instinct, make it a habit. So let's go over how you do it. You go here. Let's say that I'm on the mound like this, right? And I throw the ball and there's a ground ball to first base. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go in a diagonal line straight towards the foul line, okay? You don't want to run straight to first base. The reason you don't want to run straight to first base is because that's a bad angle for 2 reasons. That's a bad angle for the toss. If the first baseman is off of first base and they get the ball and you're running from the mound to first base, you are running this way and they are over here. So they're going to have to try and toss it to you almost from behind, where you're going to have to try and catch it from behind while you're moving away from the ball. That's almost an impossible catch, right? You want to create a good angle towards first base, and you want to create an easy throw for the first baseman to hit you at first base. So you never want to run from the mound straight to first base, okay? The second reason is because there is a base runner, right? There's someone who just hit it. So the base runner is running all the way down first base. If you are going from the mound to first base, then you have the potential to collide with that base runner, right? You don't want to collide with the base runner. If you're running from that angle, you're basically going to run across first base and across into the foul area, right? That base runner is running straight down that line. He's running straight down the line. You're coming from here. You have the potential to collide with that base runner, and we don't want that to happen, right? So you never want to run straight from the mound to first base. So we run straight to the foul line first. A straight line to the foul line first, okay? We go here, we release the pitch. We run straight to the foul line first here like this, right there. So you want to run straight to the foul line first, okay? So when you run to the foul line, you're running like this, straight to the foul line. Once you get to the foul line, right before the foul line, when you're still in fair territory, you want to angle your run up towards first base. All right, so you're running in line with the baseline and you're running straight towards first base, the same angle as the base runner is coming down the line. So you're running here, and once you get to the line here, you cut it up and you run straight towards first base like this. Once you cut that up, you're going to be looking for the ball. You're going to find the ball as you're running to try and find first base. If the ball is going to beat you to first base, you are basically going to have to catch it on the run, right? But we made that angle, we made it as easy as possible for the first baseman to get that ball to you in an underhand toss or maybe a little short throw, right? So we made that angle already. We're running up here and the first baseman is right in front of us, right? So we're right here. As we're here, we catch the ball. Always make sure you catch the ball. Worry about the ball first and then the base. Don't worry about the base because if the ball goes this way, that runner's going to second, right? Always secure the ball first and then worry about first base. So you're running. Look at the first baseman. You're running up the line. You know exactly where first base is. you catch the ball from the first baseman, and then you hit the bag here like this. Once you hit the bag and you get the base runner out, you want to cut into the field. You want to cut left back to the field. You don't want to go into foul territory for two reasons. You don't want to collide with the base runner, and if there's someone on third or second, you want to make sure that they don't advance on you after you hit that bag, right? So you want to hit first base and you want to cut it back into the field and be ready to throw if there's a base runner who wants to advance to the next base, okay? So big takeaways for covering first base. After you leave the mound, you're running straight towards the foul line to the first base foul line. Once you get to the foul line, you cut it up towards first base in the same angle as the base runner is, right? Once you're on that line to first base, you look for the ball. If the ball is not there, if it's not going to be there before you reach first base, then you hit first base and you're basically like a first baseman, right? You act like a first baseman. If it's going to beat you there, if the first baseman already has the ball, then you're basically going to look for the ball, you're going to secure it, and you're going to catch it, and then you're going to step on first base. And then after you step on first base, you look into the field and you cut to the field to avoid the base runner and also to look for anybody who's trying to advance to the next base. So I hope you enjoyed this video about PFPs and you learned the importance of covering first base on a right side ground ball and how to do it properly. If you'd like to take your game even further, I have a PDF downloadable guide for you that's down in the description. It's how to get more playing time on your team. If you're not getting enough playing time and you need some help in getting more playing time, this free guide, just go to my website, download it for free. It has 5 tips to help you get more playing time on your travel baseball team. And if you want to take your game even further than that, I have online training courses for players and coaches. Just visit my website, buildingbetterbaseball.com. Thanks for joining in today, and thanks for spending some time with me today. I really hope this video helped you understand that pitching is more than just throwing the ball and striking people out, that it's a complete position. And once you can field your position properly, you will be a more complete pitcher. I'll see you next week for another edition of the Bullpen Bulletin.